Good morning and welcome to this morning's reflection. Today we're going to be taking a while to reflect on our faith journey, on our walk with God. And so to do that, we're going to talk a little bit about what the faith journey is and how to reflect on it. And then give you some opportunity to do a reflection on your journey with God. And it would be helpful if you have a journal at hand, and if you would like to stop this recording where you need more space to pray and to reflect with God on where He has been in your life. As we take stock of life, it is usually helpful to reflect on our walk with God. After all, how can we take stock of our own lives if we aren't including that part of our lives which is God, an integral part of our daily living? And as we do this, we're able to see how the way we tell our story changes over time. It changes because the events of life bring about new perspectives. We have seen things that we thought would be good opportunities. We've gone along what we thought would be a good path, only to see what we had expected, what we had hoped for, fizzle into nothing. And then there have been other times in our lives when things have looked hopeless, and yet, they have turned out well. Sometimes we see that things have begun as little acorns and have blossomed into something substantial and meaningful in our lives. Some of our chance encounters may have blossomed into wonderfully meaningful relationships. And then there have been those casual conversations which have caused a rethinking of our approach to life, a rethinking of perhaps our own career focus, a rethinking of life's priorities. In the intensity of each moment in life, it is hard to decide what is going to be truly lasting and what will be short-lived. It is also sometimes hard to see where God is in the midst of the tumble of life, in the midst of the present moment. Some people can easily answer the question, where was God in all of that? But most of us need time. And we need time to look at the fruit of this particular period of our lives before we can attempt to answer that question. So as we look back over our faith journey, we can begin by asking God to show us what God wants us to see. And as we look back, we're not trying to see the entire journey all at once in all its detail, but rather to let God show us where He has been in our lives. So we shouldn't worry about getting the details right, but rather concentrate on the possibility of encountering God in the process of remembering. We are looking for moments of joy, moments of gratitude, moments of connection. Do not ignore the more difficult times because they are as important. hold these moments of encounter before God in gratitude. Hold these times of difficulty before God. Take time to talk to God about what you have found. Now you can apply this exercise to your whole life, or you can use shorter periods of time, perhaps the recent past. And I think that some of the times that are good to do this are at significant transitionary moments, like changing a job, moving, getting married, getting divorced, having children, serious illness, the death of a loved one. It can be helpful to simply focus on the time since that major transition. And so now I'm going to ask you some reflection questions, and using these as prompts, you could perhaps begin to journal your responses in this overview of your faith journey. Ask God to show you where He has been on your journey through life. Notice the mountaintop moments and the times of grappling in the valleys below. Have there been any significant transitionary moments in your life? Look for God in those moments and in the period after those moments. Have there been times when there have been major changes in your relationship with God? And where are you now in your relationship with God? So take some time to talk to God about your faith journey and just see where He leads you, and notice the fruit of this reflection.